Noisy Pixel.
I still remember life before the war.
It's been done a few times, but the post-apocalyptic setting has always held my interest. Sure, many developers try to tack on this element into their game, but not all of them pay off. One game series that I can easily say has done right by this genre is the Metro series. I believe that developer 4A Games' attention to immersion has paid off well for making this a must-play series. 4A Games has returned to the world they've created in the past, but instead of sticking to the claustrophobic tunnels of Moscow's Metro, the team has decided to take a handful of chances with adding new elements of gameplay to the core mechanics, and it just so happens they have not only raised the bar for the Metro series as a whole, but for open world games in general. This is Noisy Pixel's review for Metro Exodus. Metro Exodus has players assume the role of Moscow's hero Artyom, who picked up a strange radio signal coming from outside of Moscow, which could only mean that there are more people out there. By following leads and breaking the rules, Artyom finds himself in a base housing a radio jammer, concealing the secret that the war never ended, and Moscow has been merely playing dead so they don't get bombed again. Uncovering the secret ends up making Artyom and Anna become an enemy of the state, and with the help of Anna's father and a group of Spartans, the crew sets out to find answers and learn more about what's been happening in the world around them. Metro Exodus's attention to the story and character growth is one of its finest traits, as you learn more about the crew and meet various survivors at the many locations visited on this adventure. However, it's ultimately left up to the player to experience this story since the game allows you to walk away from most conversations. But doing that means you'll be missing out on what makes Metro Exodus so special. The adventure has a real sense of time as you leave camp on a mission and return to your crew to be filled in on everything that you missed out on during your time away. Each character evolves over the story and plays an important role on your team. There's so much to experience while exploring the areas of Metro Exodus that makes it easy to miss some events, which means that every playthrough can potentially be different. Furthermore, the game's karma system adds a new layer of player choice that alters the story and how some missions will end.
A shame you couldn't get away quietly, without bloodshed. They're bound to hate us even more now.
Although there are some story missions in place, the game is non-linear with how and when you decide to take on the missions. For example, you can take out enemy strongholds as they are found, so in the event that a story mission will bring you there later, well, you already handled the problem. Everything that happens in Metro Exodus feels like it's exclusive to the player, including the conversations and discoveries. Metro Exodus relies heavily on its stealth mechanics, but sadly this feature in the game is a little too similar to its predecessor. The immersion gets a little off when you're standing close to an enemy, but the only reason they can't see you is because you're in the shadow of a crate. This is also true for the game's shooting mechanic that sometimes felt like I was cheating my way through encounters. However, the game's Ranger difficulty mode corrects the haphazard nature of the stealth mechanics and makes the enemy AI far more intelligent. Metro Exodus also has a crafting mechanic that allows players to create some really nice, intricate, and unique weapons from what they find out in the wasteland. Every weapon that you find has layers of customization that can be added to it. Similarly, armor and gadgets can be upgraded as well, but most of these upgrades are found while exploring. Metro Exodus from the beginning to the end is an experience shaped by the player. Fans will find enjoyment in the true Metro-style dungeons and jump-scare-inducing moments while they're feeling alone with only a few bullets left as they fight for survival to complete the mission. Throughout my experience, I did notice a few glitches where downed enemies will shake and spaz out, but if I'm being totally honest, I didn't really care. I loved nearly every moment of Metro Exodus and the story that it provides to players who wish to hear it. The down moments in the game are balanced with some of the most thrilling moments of gameplay that I've experienced to date. By focusing on smaller open world style levels, 4A Games was able to create a game with such a high level of detail and immersion that I simply didn't want to stop playing. This is a game for the fans, but it's also so much more. Noisy Pixel is giving Metro Exodus a 9.3 out of 10. Thank you for watching. Noisy Pixel is ran by a group of gamers who work hard to deliver news, reviews, previews, and more. Please subscribe to keep up with all our future content, and check out the full review at noisypixel.net.